Hello, I'm Stephen Monkey Mason. See, says my name there. Get away with that. And welcome to The Good, The Bad and The What The Fucks. Now basically, this is the Corey Feldman movies volume 2, where I'm going to have 10 random Corey Feldman movies to talk about. But just to let you know, I've decided to make this a mini-series called The Good, The Bad and The What The Fucks. And just to give you a heads up, Christian Slater, Corey Haim, Scott Atkins and I think Wesley Snipes and a few other motherfuckers will be on the list. So I'm enjoying this. And basically I own all these films, so it's not like I'm just ripping the piss out of them and chucking them to the sides. But most of them I like them, and you know I'm a bit of a hoarder. Anyway, wipe that side of the screen out. The first entry today is The Goonies. Yes, it's The Goonies again. This is the steelbook of it, with the original hanging daggers in the sky. Daggers in the sky. What a tit I made of myself in the Goonies tribute video, which me and Paul Ray did. He's not going to appear in the box there, but if you link in the description below to that. Lovely steelbook. Corey Feldman is part of an ensemble cast along with Josh Brolin and Sean Astin. Made in '85. Classic film. Must see it. People like David Johnson will never watch The Goonies. David Johnson hasn't watched the tribute video to The Goonies that he's in. He says I should make more videos where you can sit and watch them short when he's having a shit on the toilet. Really sluggy. Now back to Corey Feldman movies here. Goonies is a classic film. It's a must see. Brilliant for the time. Sequel meant to be in the works now. Corey Feldman's a great supporting cast. I mean, it's an ensemble cast. I think Josh Brolin and Sean Astin are the stars of it. But Feldman really breaks out in his role on that. So that's The Goonies. That's a steelbook there. Right, get rid of The Goonies there. Next one. Wipe the side of the screen out. Lucky Fitz. Wow, this film's a bit weird. This is a German import. Corey Feldman, Stand By Me, The Goonies. It's got French, German on it. It's 12. It's pretty weird. It's Feldman in the cast now. That looks like Feldman upside down. Electrified. It's so weird. This film looks like it was filmed in Deutschland. I want to say Deutschland. For some reason, Corey Feldman is rocking a Beatles accent all the way through. And the story of this is basically, he's a little bit simple, and then he gets electrocuted one day. And as soon as he gets electrocuted, everyone wants to hump him. And there's a film getting filmed in the town. He's just this ordinary man. And he keeps getting electrocuted. It's so funny when he gets electrocuted.
I don't know. I know weather, and this will probably just blow over.
His accent really puts me off. But I do recommend watching this if you just want a bit of a laugh. It is available on Blu-ray and out in America, but yet to see the light of day in the UK. So that's the second one. Get rid of that. Forgetting about that artwork lying on the side there. Next one, wipe the side of the screen out. Tales of the Crypt, Bordello of Blood. Now Tales of the Crypt tried making films in the 90s, and this one stars Dennis Miller and Erika. I don't know how to pronounce her name. You are quite fit, by the way. It also stars the chick from... Actually, when I think about it, I don't think... If you look there, I might be wrong, I might be right, correct me about this, but I don't think that actress is that name. I'm sure her at the top is... Yeah, it's right, yeah, it's on the back. Angie Everhart. That's Angie Everhart. So, Erika Baywatch Girl from Under Siege, that's her name, who's on the back of the box here. Yeah, so there's a bit of a cock up there about who's on the box. Anyway, sorry to ramble on. This is an American import. Dennis Miller has never been funnier. Now Dennis Miller's a bit of an American star, so I don't really know who he is over here. Corey Feldman is in this. He plays the brother who disappears. He's at the start and disappears. Now the funny thing about this is Corey Feldman turns into a vampire and actually gets killed by a super soaker, which is a proper nod, like joke to the Lost Boys as he kills the Lost Boys with a water pistol. So definitely quite funny. I do recommend this. Good 90s cheese horror. Pretty much from Dusk Till Dawn storyline, go to a bordello. I mean, when they go into it, they've got to get in the coffin and they think that they're going to get burnt alive and they end up in this bloody bordello of just naked vampires, which is quite good in a way. But yeah, definitely cheesy for the time. So yeah. Next on the list, if I get rid of that and bring this down, well, I don't know which one to bring down here. I'm going to bring the black ones there. Friday the 13th, part 4. I've got 2 versions here. Friday the 13th, the final chapter, and this one says part 4. Corey Feldman plays a young Tommy in it, Tommy Jarvis. He's very young in this. This is just before the Goonies. And Feldman is really fucking menacing at the end of this movie when he hacks Jason to death with a machete. It is, like, he is scary. And you can see why the kid had such potential going in. It can really turn on the sadistic fucking creepiness. I've got the white one here. Friday the 13th, the final chapter. It's for the crack. It's on for 88 minutes. Feldman is on the back of this one, but he's got the Tom Savini tribute mask on his face. It doesn't have his name on the box. And then the black one here, same picture of Feldman with that on again. It doesn't have his name on the box at all. And this one's on for 88 minutes and has exactly the same disc inside the box. But this one's actually got an art card. Now we've got some chapters. Shall I read the chapters out? Chapter 1, let's review. Yeah, let's review this. Chapter 2, picking up after Jason. Chapter 3, action in the morgue. Chapter 4, roadkill. Chapter 5, meet the neighbours. Chapter 6, car trouble. Chapter 7, dance party. Chapter 8, skinny dipping with Jason. Sounds like a porno. Chapter 9, film festival. Chapter 10, lights out. Chapter 11, what the rain washed in. Number 12, I can't hear you singing. Number 13, Tommy gets a haircut. And chapter 14 is called the final chapter. So yeah, Friday the 13th is an epic saga of films still going to this day. And Feldman was a big part in it, and he does return later on, but that'll probably be in the next video. Anyway, get rid of that and wipe the side of the screen out. Dream a little dream, my god. Now, by the way, I do recommend Friday the 13th. But anyway, back to Dream a Little Dream. Dream a Little Dream stars Jason Robards, Corey Feldman, Piper Laurie, Harry Dean Sutton, I'm so tired today, and Corey Haim. Now you look in the box there, Mr. Feldman and Mr. Haim there. This is a New Zealand import. No ratings on the disc. Gets 3 stars. Done for 114 minutes, a long film. This film is fucking batshit crazy. Now, basically this was meant to be Feldman's breakout star-alone film. He just come off License to Drive with Haim. Haim broke his leg, and Haim ends up being in the film as a cameo crossover. They've got the Lost Boys on the bedroom walls, and basically this is what happens. Feldman's in love with a girl who's going out with one of his friends. They run into each other while an old couple is meditating in their garden, and they all get swapped over. Now the old guy goes into Feldman's body, and Feldman's character gets lost in limbo. And then Feldman's acting like the old guy, and it just gets confusing to fuck, because halfway through it, Feldman turns on the Michael Jackson dancing in the fucking gymnasium, and I just don't understand this film. It's got an awesome fucking soundtrack though. Absolutely awesome soundtrack. It's the first time I heard some REM and stuff like that, but my god. I don't recommend it. Nah, I don't. I've got to say it. I don't recommend Dream a Little Dream. Had to think about there. But yeah, this is like it, don't like it. So far, definitely watch the Goonies. Definitely give Lucky Fits a watch. Bordello of Blood, yes if you're into horror. Friday the 13th, definitely. But Dream a Little Dream, only if you're a die-hard fan. And not die-hard with Bruce Willis, I keep saying that. Anyway, get rid of that and wipe the side of the screen down. Toxic Avenger 4. Now Feldman has a very small role in this. I got this imported from America. This is the unrated, uncut director's commentary. 2-disc special edition. Optical English subtitles. Say 2 discs. It's an American, so yeah. It's still sticked up the top. Yeah, sorry I'm rambling on here. Fucking a lot of fucking font on the back. Now, to be honest with you, this is one of the most offensive films I've ever seen. The opening scene of this movie is unfucking believable. You've got a disabled school getting taken over by hostages. And man, it is so bad taste. And I don't mean bad taste as a Peter Jackson ripoff, I mean, Jesus, there is some fucking horrible scenes in it. And there's a bit where a guy gets tombstoned and his fucking head comes out his arse at the other end of it and still talks, and it's like, what the fuck? Feldman's in it as a gynecologist, very similar to the role he played in Serial Killings, whatever the fuck that film was called from the last video I did. But no, don't watch this. It is, I mean, Toxic Avenger was big for the time. There is a remake on the way. Some Arnold Schwarzenegger's even talking about being in it, but this is just fucking, nah, watch it. And I was totally shocked, right, when Toxic Avenger Part 4 came out on Blu-ray in the UK. Now it's an 18, it's by 88 Films. They've released all 4 of them, same day. I haven't even opened this. Where's my, got a pair of zizzes here. Zizzes. Can never say that word. Striped bubble there. Right, bring that back. It disappeared from it, so I can say striped bubble, as I always do. Front cover of this is fucking well weird. It's a Toxic Avenger dressed in a... I don't understand what's going on here. Nothing inside, same font on the disc, same font, same artwork. Yeah, give this a miss. Sorry, Toxic Avenger. Next film, wipe the side of the screen out. Pauly Shore is dead. Pauly Shore fell off the radar after having a successful run in the 90s. And his mum owns a comedy store in the Sunset Boulevard, which I've been outside of, not been in, but I think that if you look there, there's some footage of me there. Right, get rid of that and bring back the artwork. Sorry, I'm so tired doing this, I do apologise. This film is absolutely fucking class. Pauly Shore, you're an absolute genius for this film. He basically makes a mockumentary about him declaring himself dead, and everyone cares, and then he gets discovered he's not dead. But basically what he did was he got a camera and he went around. Now listen to the cast of this film, and they're all in it. Pauly Shore, Pamela Anderson, Be Real, Tommy Chong, Andy Dick, Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre, Fred Durst, Kurt Lauder, Britney Spears, Adam Sandler, Paris Hilton, Michael Madsen, sorry, Chris Rock, Charlie Sheen, Sean Penn, Tommy Lee, Tom Sizemore, Ben Stiller, Vince Vaughn, Jerry Springer, Sam Kingston, and Corey Feldman is in this. He doesn't even get his name on the box, but his picture actually is on the back. Paris Hilton, I've already said Paris Hilton's in there. There's a lot of pictures on the back here. Basically, Pauly Shore wanted Corey Haim and Corey Feldman to appear in it because when he stages his death, Shore needed some drugs. This is how he'd overdosed, and he got them off Feldman. Now, Feldman was a bit eerie about doing this. Wow, has the light gone off there? And they did it anyway. It was all in good taste. It was a good, funny film. This does have a chapter selection, which I'll probably read out. Again, Jason Mewes is actually in this as well. Fucking Mini-Me's in it. You need to see this film. We've got a UK release if you want to see this in the UK. It's very funny. Jump cut! I don't know where the horses just come from. I really don't. I decided to do a jump cut because I started reading out all the chapters of Pauly Shore is Dead. And then I realised that I rambled on for about 4 minutes. And the only funny chapter is Bucky from Kentucky, which is a nice rhyme, so let's get back to that. Pauly Shore is Dead, definitely watch that. Right, last night I decided to watch a film which I bought years ago and not watched it. Wipe the side of the screen out. Stormtrooper. Stormtrooper. Corey Feldman's name is on the box, but Corey Feldman is not on the box. And I think it's called Stormtrooper because it all happens with a storm. And the opening credits, it basically goes black, name, thunder crash, black, name, thunder crash, and I'm like, fuck, it's a bit low budget. Anyway, Feldman's not on the back here. He is, top billed is the cast. Now, interesting fact about this, Zach Gilligan from Gremlins is in this. So you've got Corey Feldman and Zach reunited from the Gremlins in this movie. So you could have just stuck them both on the front of the box. Probably would have sold this movie a little bit better. This movie is fucking terrible. I am so sorry, do not watch this. But I got so freaked out at the start because it's filmed in the Biodome location. Now, have you seen Biodome? That many people have. Yeah, it's filmed there. So you're seeing all these things and it's meant to be this scientific lab and you think, that's a janitor's toilet where they used to sleep, and like when the fucking Sherman Tangley runs into the door and it's just like, we can't get in this door. Stephen Baldwin running into that door, couldn't get into it. Do you know what I mean? It's filmed there. On the disc, interesting thing, the disc actually has a barcode, which is quite an interesting thing for a DVD. But yeah, do not watch this film. By the way, Corey Feldman's in it. He's got an eye patch, says a couple of words, jumps through a window and gets shot. He should not have his name on the front cover. Right, get rid of that. Next one, Edge of Honor. Corey Feldman is in this, and this is just before he sort of went off the radar. It's an early 90s film. It's been released by Hollywood Entertainment, Hollywood DVD. Stars Patrick Swayze's brother, Don Swayze. Fuck all on the disc. It looks like a copy. There's nothing on this disc, and it's not because it's in backwards. But I'm going to say, watch this film. This is quite shocking what happens in this film. Basically, these kids are all on a camping trip, and one of them witnesses them storing some weapons in a shed in the middle of the woods, and they turn up and they kill every single kid at this camp. There's about 5 of them left. And then there's this chick who appears. I think it's the same chick from Dream a Little Dream. And basically, near the end of the film, now I'm not going to do this often, but basically at the end of the film, I think there's 5 kids. Well, no, yeah, there's 4 boys, 1 girl, one of the boys is kidnapped. And there's about 20 guys, 3 trucks, all got shotguns, rifles, you know, heavy gun vehicles, and they're all coming to kill these kids. And basically, I want to show you this footage as I'm talking about this, right? They're going down this road, and you think, 5 kids. How the fuck can this possibly happen? Check this out. Corey Feldman, yes there. Have you seen the size of them fucking tree stumps? Fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger in the cast of Predator couldn't even lift up fucking 1.75 of the size of that. Never mind 5 kids. Tandem attack like fucking Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. I mean, they've got no weapons, they've got no knives, and they don't have much time to plan this. How the hell did that happen? But I do recommend watching the film. It's very hard to get a hold of, but yeah, definitely check it out for that one scene and go, what the fuck? Anyway, the final entry for this one is no other than, wipe the side of the screen out, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the movie from 1990. Or 1991? 1990. One of the biggest independent movies ever made, based off a graphic novel which got turned into a comic book, which got turned into action figures, turned into a cartoon series, that's what I was meant to say, and then got royally fucked by Michael Bay recently. I do love the fact that Krang, Bebop and Rocksteady are in the new film, but my, we'll have to see. Anyway, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Feldman voices Donatello. I believe he's the only known celebrity to actually be one of the voices of the Turtles. It's a very dark film for a kids film. I think my lights has got off in my face. This is the steelbook. It's absolutely lovely. On the back is a manhole cover, and inside is a grey one. I have done a tribute video to this called Shell Shocked. Mogwide my face, which is in the description below. Right, well, this has been The Good, The Bad and The What The Fucks Corey Feldman Movies Volume 2. I've been Steve Monkey Mason. Thanks for watching. Goodbye. Here's an outtake for you. I had no idea how many fucking... exactly, that's an outtake. Here's an outtake for you. Yesterday I ended up filming in my shed, which was so fucking random. I was meant to film this, which is the Corey Feldman movies part 2. And then I meant to film the top 20 movies of the 2000s, which is the plan to do after this. So fuck knows. Next outtake. Here's an outtake for you. This is a crossover back to my Descent versus the Cave video when I discovered the birded shit on my room window. And how am I going to get that off? I mean, look at the state of that from inside the house. Completely ruins the shot of my garden. But yeah, great. Next outtake. Here's an outtake for you. It's about 5, maybe 6 hours since I filmed the Corey Feldman Volume 2. I don't know where I put my hat. I've not stopped. All this wasn't in this room this morning. That is all from what was behind us in that Corey Feldman video. And I've built the throne to host the top 20 films of the 2000s. I've sorted the 2000s out, so I'm going to film it tomorrow because, to be honest with you, I am fucked. And also, that is new, which you can't say, but it's the next outtake. So next outtake. Here's an outtake for you. This is the outtake I was on about. That is new as well. That is pretty much last year. And this year. Got that this morning. That artwork was done this morning. Fucking hell, what a day. Just thank you to Lauren Wood for printing all them out for us today. I had to cut the fuckers out. So, next outtake. Okay, here's an outtake for you. This is Dream a Little Dream soundtrack. Now, this is the only thing of Dream a Little Dream to be released in the UK. Dream a Little Dream didn't come out in video in the UK, DVD, and there's no chance it's probably going to come on to Blu-ray. But this is the soundtrack I was talking about R.E.M. Dream a Little Dream to me. It's the back of the soundtrack doesn't have artists, which is interesting. It just has the names of the songs. So R.E.M. It's the End of the World as we know it, and I Feel Fine. Rock On's on it. If I pop it open, just trying to find out who's actually on the album itself. R.E.M. Chris Thompson, Van Morrison, Lorne Justice, Mike Reno, Danny Wilde, Mickey Thomas, and Corey Feldman singing with somebody else. Well, but to be honest with you, that is a far better cover than on the DVD. So, next outtake. Here's an outtake for you. Milo, Intruding. Next outtake. Here's an outtake for you. This morning I got up at 6 o'clock. I finished the Descent versus the Cave video. I uploaded that. I uploaded Corey Feldman Movies Volume 1. I've been out prepping killer clowns. I've built 2 bookcases. I've seen about 5 or 6 different people, different things. I've got loads of artwork printed out to sort out. I've never stopped. And I thought, right, get this film because I've got to shift all that. Hence why I built 2 bookcases for. Didn't plan, don't script it. Completely started to feel so tired and almost give up a couple of times there. But you know what? It's better than fuck all. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.